Hey all, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I got the MAXPEDITION Falcon-II backpack. It's a 23-liter backpack. This was provided to me, get that out front, but I will definitely give you my honest pros and cons as we go through it. This thing is made out of 1050 denier nylon. It's got Duraflex hardware, of course, YKK zips. It's got the stitching, the quality, everything you'd expect from a MAXPEDITION product. You got molly webbing all over this thing, so plenty of spots you can hang stuff off of. I have not chosen to do that yet. Now this thing would work potentially for a personal item on a lot of airlines. You'll have to, your mileage will vary, you'll have to measure it out when you load it, but it is 9 by 10 by 18, so if you keep it tightly compact, you might even able to. United Airlines is one that I know is 9 by 10 by 17 or something close to that. Double check, don't take my word for it, where you may be able to compress it a little bit to get it in the box. So let's take a look at this thing. So now for those that don't like a lot of branding, they've got a nice MAXPEDITION patch here. That's about the only branding I could see on it. Branding doesn't bother me, but if it does you, it's definitely got minimal branding, so that is a bonus for some. And I will get to one of the cons right away. Is for me, we got this strap right here. You could remove it. I'm gonna not, because I may, in that, especially this time of year in spring, when you wear a jacket into work, you bring it home, you could throw it underneath here. So it definitely has a lot of utility, but it does make it difficult to get into some of the pockets. So it's just, to get the utility, you just got to deal with having to unbuckle it. Not really a big deal. But the cool thing is that you got tons of pockets. You got a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, main pocket. You got a pocket on the side. So it's got a ton of flexibility on how you want to carry your gear. Now, what was a con for me, and it's a Chris con, I guess you could say. Whenever I saw these backpacks, and I'm actually really glad MAXPEDITION sent this out, because it opened up my eyes to a style of backpack that I would have just passed over and never bought. Because for me and my work, everybody's mileage will vary. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to see this and say, uh-oh, look out for that guy. It's just that type of atmosphere, very casual. Have a lot of hunters that work there, but nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to think twice about it. And that's actually really refreshing and very nice, because when I look at all these pockets, this is kind of shaped like a pouch, and you'll see there's admin panels in there. The ability to store your gear, especially kind of the stuff you take to the office, take to work, it's really easy to organize it out and keep it separated. So why I never went this route in the past, I don't know, but now that I'm there, I think this style of backpack will probably be the first style that I look at, not just gloss over it. So I guess that's more of it could be a con if your workplace or where you would carry it, people are going to get nervous. But overall, the flexibility, I think, far outweighs that. So let's get into the pockets. So right here, this pocket is large enough that I can get my MAXPEDITION fatty. And they did send out this cool little half gingerbread, half skeleton Ranger Eye morale patch. And in this pocket, you got a admin panel. So I got some pens in here, and then you got a slip pocket back here, and then you got a key leash. I understand people use them. I've never understood the utility of one, but I know, I guess I'm probably in the minority on not using them. So in here, we got like a glass or sunglass pouch. Now it isn't belt lined or anything, so you'd want to have the glasses in a case. I have just my prescription glasses, and then I have a bunch of highlighters. I use them all the time at work, use them when I'm dealing with my EDC to get list, and then I've got a couple of Sharpies in there. So that pocket works great for that. Now, there are two pockets that have, this pocket has two dual zipper, this pocket has a single zipper. The pocket in the back has a single zipper, the rest have dual zips. Then of course you got attachment points all over the place. Even here you got an attachment point. So now let's get into, now here's pro and con number 2. So compression straps are great, and I really like them. And I know when I was looking for some travel bags for one bag travel, I definitely saw there's definitely a love them and hate them camp in compression straps. Now the thing I like about the compression straps with this is I've tried a couple different loadouts. One loadout had a thinner pouch down at the bottom where I could stack another on. One huge problem with backpacks and using pouches is backpacks tend to flare out. So the beauty of this setup is you can use the compression straps once you get your pouches loaded in there, kind of tetris them in the way you want. You can pull down on the compression straps, and then the pouches will stay in place. They won't slide down, and you won't get a mess in the bottom of them. You won't get this half of the backpack being full and it empty up here. So to me, you know, compression straps are a really nice thing to have. Of course, to get into this, you can kind of get into this like that, but to open this up to its max, you have to loosen, unbuckle the compression straps. But yeah, in here you got a pocket that goes down to here, and then you have a mesh pocket here, and then this pocket just goes to right here. But you have some organization in here, plus a full pocket. So you could slide a pouch, you could slide pretty much anything you want in there. And then I will undo the bottom compression straps to show the main pocket. And then in the main pocket, so on the back here, you got more organization with the mesh. I've got my Beefy in here. Got to be careful not to get too much weight. This hangs over the side where I'm setting these. I got the double-decker mini, double-decker EDC. And then what I did is I put these just folders in here. One of them's got all my drawings. And by the way, I will probably do a drawing for this someday. It's going to take a while to do multiple sheets to do this bag because there's just a lot going on. So then I've wanted to just show that, you know, that is the size. These are just folders for papers. So probably papers are 8.5 by 11, I think. So, you know, it's wide enough to hold folders. There is no dedicated laptop sleeve, obviously. So if you wanted to put your laptop in here, you would have to get your own sleeve for it. There is a zip mesh pocket here. So even in the large portion, you still have some organization. And then right here, there is a port that this opens up, and then you got a hole. So if you want to run your water bladder, you can run it, and then there's a spot right here for it to run through. So there is just so much going on in here. You got Molly on the side. You do get, the back is actually really nicely padded. Now it's not, I'm going to see how it works, like take it on a trip and take it hiking just to see how it breathes. I'm not sure on how well it's going to breathe, but yeah, time will tell. And then, to be fair, I really haven't found a pack that breathes well, period. Even the ones that have the... So then in here, I do just get some notebooks and some larger journals. And then, not sure if it can be seen very well, but right back here, I believe there's some Velcro back here, and I believe that would be for a CCW. Not something that I am into, but I believe that would fit there. These straps, definitely got some molly on the straps. You got some hooks to hang some stuff on. You got the sternum buckle, and then you also have the waist buckle. So around the lower belt buckle, I don't know what that's called. I know this is a sternum strap. I'm not sure what you consider that one, but to help keep the bag in place when you're out hiking. So yeah, this bag, I mean, it is not the cheapest bag in the world, but the quality is definitely there. And one of the other cons too is there's so much going on. You do pay a little bit of a price. Oh, I missed one thing too. There are also compression straps down on the bottom, so you can squish the bottom. I probably need to open that up a little bit, but yeah, I think this is a great EDC backpack. And I also have to, me personally, well, it's not the cheapest backpack in the world. I also have to remember it's 2025 and you're not going to pay 30 bucks and get a massive, awesome backpack, which is what I used to pay back in the 80s and 90s, which, yeah, that doesn't work anymore. I got to flip my mindset a little bit. So I would say for the quality and just the build of this and the amount of organization you have, this would definitely make a great EDC backpack, a bug out bag, pretty much whatever you want to do with it, you can. There's just so much organization, so many options to carry your stuff, that I think it's just a really, really high quality, nice bag. So, love to hear any comments. And thanks for watching. If you could like, subscribe, be much appreciated. Help the channel. Really help battle that YouTube algorithm. And hope you all have a good one.